Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. We've got, you guessed it, more Scentsy on deck. You probably guessed it because you saw the name of the video before you decided to watch it.
Obviously.
But I'm telling you again, we've got more Scentsy on deck. Just some housekeeping really quick. If you are a new viewer of my videos, you may not know that I was in Scentsy for about 4 years. So they are always my favorite MLM to cover, especially because there's a lot going on within Scentsy, which we are going to be getting to in the next couple of weeks. So keep an eye out for my next Scentsy expose video, which will be coming out very soon. I'm very excited about it. Anyway, in this video, we are reacting to a top leader who we have reacted to in the past, and you guys seem to really enjoy her video. So I've got 2 shorter training videos that she recently did on her YouTube channel that we're going to be reacting to and dissecting and learning the lessons we need to learn about Scentsy and MLMs. And we're going to get right the fuck into it. But first, we need this disclaimer. Now, before we start this cringe fest, I just want to touch on the fact that some people may not even know what Scentsy is. Now, if that is the case, Scentsy is an MLM, multi-level marketing company, network marketing company. Some would refer to them as a pyramid scheme. Their product of choice is scented products. That is what they are known for. I do actually have a full deep dive that I will link below on my channel from last year that I did. If you want to dive into more of what the hell is this all about, and you don't know, you can go ahead and click on that link after you watch this video. And with that, let's get the fuck into it. Now, the first training we're going to react to from this individual, it's titled, it's just funny because this word, I don't know, this word always gets me. Culture, what it means in Scentsy.
This should be good.
So I can't wait to see what she has to say.
Hello, it is 5 o'clock, a minute before. I'm ready. Who's with me? Come in. I hope you're going to catch the live or the replay. Please let me know in the comments below. Are you watching live or the replay? But tonight, I'm going to give you guys a couple more minutes to hop on. Martha, what an amazing group. So proud of you, and thank you for inviting me to come in and share.
Oh, we're already crying. We're already crying because somebody invited her into a Facebook group to teach. We're crying. We're crying. Culture.
I'm honored, friend. You are truly, truly an inspiration to me, and I just adore you. So thank you again. All right, let's give a thumbs up. How does it sound? Are we good? Can you guys hear and see before I get started? I am so ready. I hope you guys are. Oh. Hurts to jump a little bit. I got a little boo-boo on the bottom of my foot.
What the fuck is happening?
So, let's see. Give me a thumbs up, guys. Give me a thumbs up if it sounds good. Are we clear? I see you guys all watching. You guys are all, hi, Maureen. Hello, friend. I'm not going to say hi to all of you. I promise I'll come back.
I see you watching. I see you watching. Are you watching? I see you watching. This is creepy. Borderline creepy, in my opinion. Sorry, not sorry. We are abrasive here, especially when we're maybe a little stressed and cranky. Welcome to my world.
I'm a superstar director out of Southern California, and this summer I am celebrating my 15th year with Scentsy. 15th year with Scentsy. Oh, so excited. It's just like, company's been around 20 and I've been around just about as long. But what we're going to share tonight, I'm going to share some stuff about culture. I'm going to go over what culture means in Scentsy. I'm going to give you 3 items that are really important. I'm going to tell you some basics of how to create culture in your group and in your team. Even if it's a team of 1, you got a team, or actually how to start with culture. At the end, I'm going to read a quote. I did reach out to Chuck Thompson, and he shared with me what culture means to him and what culture is all about in Scentsy. Chuck Thompson is our Chief Consultant Engagement Officer with Scentsy. He is the one who heads up cultures.
Yeah, he sure does. I was going to pause it and explain who Chuck Thompson was. Chuck Thompson is also the brother of one of the CEOs, Orville Thompson. So he has been with the company. There was actually some drama with him that I think I cover. I want to say it might be in the deep dive. It is in one of the many Scentsy videos that I did, and I know it's in the playlist. If I can find it, I'll put a little clip in here, but there was some controversy with him. I think it was last year or 2022 where he almost was not with Scentsy anymore. Chuck Thompson. This is where it gets juicy. Get your snacks, get your drinks, whatever you have to do, and come back and listen to this. So Chuck Thompson, he is the chief consultant engagement officer right now, but he is also Orville's brother. There is a whole Reddit thread on this, and it's titled, "This is apparently a higher up at Scentsy who was canned after posting something. Does anyone have the screenshots of the actual offending post?" So apparently from a Reddit user says that this was from Chuck Thompson, one of the top executives. He went on a rant about loan forgiveness, calling people lazy idiots, basically. He said he wanted $20,000 of someone else's money too. The post was on his public Scentsy page, and it was up for an hour before finally taken down. He had maybe 500 comments, and people were going crazy. Chuck seems to have different views than Orville and Heidi, and from what I understand, he did not get along with Heidi for quite some time, and I honestly still question if they do get along. I don't see him having the same beliefs or views as Heidi and Orville, which is displayed with this whole controversy. Now, his public apology that he posted on his Facebook said, "I needed to come on here with a personal apology for my post yesterday. I attempted last night, but realized I needed more time to reflect and absorb the hurt I caused many of you. Because of my position and my personal desire not to cause division, it was not my place to share what I did, where I did. I have spent my entire time at Scentsy doing all I can to promote a unifying community, and knowing that I caused divisions among all of you is weighing heavy on me. I have always tried very hard to keep all my interaction on social media purely positive and uplifting. Despite my efforts, I made a huge mistake. I am truly grateful to all of you that reached out with correction. Whether that was in a personal message or through posts I was tagged on, I learned and will continue to learn from each of them. I hope those I negatively affected by my post will accept my sincere apology. I am a firm believer in personally giving others the benefits of the doubt, but I also firmly believe that I am not entitled to it from others. All I can do is work to earn back any lost respect." Now, do I think this apology was genuine? To an extent, yes, but only to an extent. I don't think that he is taking back what he said. I think he really meant what he said in his post, and that's fine. But from what I've heard through the grapevine, he was told to take his post down and apologize, or he was going to lose his job. This is what I've heard. I don't know this to be 100% factual. I just wanted to include that in here. But you know, Chuck Thompson is great, and he's the leader of the culture.
So I'm super excited. Make sure you say live or replay. I want to know. Also, tell me where you're watching from. I think that'll be fun. So it's 5:02. Let's get started. It's a beautiful day here in sunny Southern California. I hope your day is bright and shiny, even if it's snowy outside. I hope you find some brightness deep within your heart. So let's get started. Hello, friends. I would love to say hi to all of you, but I want to get started here. So what is culture? Our culture is Scentsy, is rooted in creativity, collaboration, and community. That's where it's rooted. We foster this beautiful environment where teamies encouraged to express themselves authentically. They get to be themselves, and they get to contribute their unique talents. I see many of you guys on here sharing. You guys are contributing your unique talents to this group. What an amazing thing that she put this together today. Thank you again for inviting me. We want to support, we want to recognize, and we want to create a sense of belonging. That's what culture is. It's a feeling. It's a sense of belonging.
Are you real?
I just don't think she's real. I think she's planted by Scentsy. Like, what are we doing? I'm sorry. I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to say the things that are going on in my head because I know they will be staying on YouTube and wherever else for a very long time. I'm not naive to that fact. However, I'm sure you know what's going on in my head. And with that, I'm just going to press play before I actually say those things out loud.
We prioritize here at Scentsy transparency, integrity, passion, my favorite, in everything we do. We ensure that each member feels valued and empowered so they can be their best self, without a doubt. So 3 things that really stick out to me with culture is number 1, community and support. We emphasize teamwork, providing support through various networks for personal and professional growth. I love this acronym. You've probably heard it before, but I'm an acronym girl. So the word team, where it's TEAM, together everyone achieves more. Do you see the input in this group? Do you see the value of everybody coming together?
This is how cults get started.
Together everyone achieves more. We want you to feel loved. That's Scentsy CULTure. Seen. I get emotional. Valued, and most importantly, heard. Creating that culture, feeling loved, seen, valued, and heard, that's the core to Scentsy.
Why the are we crying? I hope she's in therapy. I really do. Mental health is important. And I'm serious, dead ass serious, right? Mental health is important. We shouldn't be crying when we're talking about a business that you're running. Personally, I just don't think it's logical. It doesn't make sense to me. At that point, you might be too tied to it. You might be too into the culture. And also, I want to touch on the fact that she's talking about team. Together, everyone achieves more. While these Scentsy consultants are telling the new consultants that they're pulling in that they're going to be running their own business. Here's the cold hard truth about starting your own business. When you first start a business, and I know because I have done it, it's just you. There is no team. There's no fucking team anywhere to be found. It's lonely and it's hard as shit. Pause.
Keep it together.
We are going to be adults today. We don't have time for immature jokes. Okay, Sam? So that fact alone, when we're talking about joining a culture at a pyramid scheme, in my opinion, that should raise red flags because at that point, you should immediately know this is actually not my business. I'm not starting a business. And this actually might be a commercial cult that I'm joining.
That's really Culture 101. So support. How can we support one another? Well, through Zooms. We do Zoom trainings. We do training groups like this amazing one. We do gatherings. I do team meetings at my house. That's not something you could do. Meet at a donut shop. The more you are connected and you connect your teamies to one another within the group, that's where that culture and that greatness all begins. Connecting teamies to each other. It's really a beautiful thing. We are supporting one another by being accessible to our teams. True? Yeah. I'm not saying you got to be ready and accessible 24/7 to the people in your group. I want you to set some boundaries. I want you to make sure you set office hours. I want you to not be available 24/7, but I want you to do what works for you. In my life, I don't have children here anymore. They're all grown up, and I even have a great granddaughter. But I go to my phone every night around 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I go to my Safari thing and I close out all the tabs. I don't want any tabs open. I don't want anyone to know I'm anywhere. That is my time to have my time with my husband. Just take that time. I shut down about then. I wouldn't say sleep, but I start shutting down. So set boundaries so that way you can be the best supportive person in your group. Okay? Oof. I always say if you work full time or if you're really busy and life is, set the expectations that you're going to get back to them within 24 hours. I think that's fair. If maybe your life is a little more hectic and you need more time, set the expectations of when people can reach out, when you can answer questions. I tell a lot of mine, shut your phone off every night. Yes, Martha, that's right. Gotta shut it off. I go in and close those tabs so nobody knows I'm doing anything. And then I get to shut down and, but my phone is on vibrate. So if emergency happens, at least I would be able to react, right? I have an 84-year-old daddy and I've always got to make sure and check on him every night. He's like my last text and my last call every night. Life is that way, right? So you want to be accessible, but you want to set boundaries. Okay? You can have great culture and still have boundaries within your business. Number 2, positive mindset. Woo! How does that even work? When you're cultivating a positive mindset, you're fostering a culture of optimism and encouragement, because encouragement is so important within Scentsy. We help our teammates through challenges, and we really help keep them motivated with that positive mindset. I'm not saying everything's always butterflies and rainbows, but it's really how you look at it. This is really a good quote. Life is 20% of what happens and 80% of how you react. Okay. Did you hear that math? 20% of what happens and 80% of how you react. So
she repeats herself a lot. She's touching on the positivity. Now, within Scentsy, across really all MLMs, but specifically in Scentsy, they have cultivated a sense of toxic positivity, if you will, in my opinion. Now, if you go into your team's Facebook group or wherever your team communicates, quote unquote, your team, and you have a problem and you voice your problem in said Facebook group, or you have some kind of what they perceive to be a negative view on something that's going on with Scentsy. For example, when they had their recent flash sale, their website completely went down and everything sold out super quick, and a lot of people were annoyed. I know from inside information, thank you by the way, that people who were voicing their frustrations within their team group or within the consultant support groups on Facebook were being shut down. Like, no, we're not allowed to talk like this. You need to remove your comment. This is not allowed. That is what we call toxic positivity. If you have an issue with something that is supposed to be helping you run your quote unquote business or your contracted sales position, and it is not working, and you try to reach out to your team to help, to find guidance, or just to vent, you shouldn't be turned away and told that you're not allowed to speak like that. That is a literal thing that is happening, and you are trying to figure it out or venting your frustrations to what is supposed to be a safe space. And I know that most MLMs do react this way, where it's a toxic positivity. You're not supposed to have any negative views. If you have an issue, keep it quiet. Don't say anything, because we don't want anybody to leave. So when she's talking about the positivity, I know she's saying like, oh, not everything is rainbows and butterflies, but in Scentsy land, and you can even look at her, you know that the toxic positivity is spewing everywhere in there. And that, my friends, is cult-like behavior.
This is a cult. I brought you to a cult.
So let's say something sold out and you were in line and you were waiting to get this item and you didn't get it. You could go on social media, bash Scentsy CULTure and be like, I waited for 15 minutes or 30 minutes and didn't get what I wanted. Or you could do a positive mind switch. This is great culture, okay? And find another thing to offer them, if that is a choice. If not, reach out to maybe teamies or maybe through your Facebook groups and your team pages and find a way to get that item. So it's really how you react. It's how you look at life. You can look at life every day as you get up in the morning and you're like, okay, this is great. I'm going to get up, and then you break a nail, and then you stub your toe, and then you get to your car and there's no gas. And you're like, this day is going to be terrible. If you continue on that path, just like in business, it will be a terrible day. Or if you do a quick mindset shift your mindset into the positive. This is a whole nother training, but that's how you really learn to shift and to grow. You don't let things bug you. You don't let little things that happen in the business ruin the whole big group.
Don't let it ruin the group. It's no longer your problem. Now it's ruining the entire group because you've tainted the culture. The culture is what I meant to say.
So I'm going to tell you this right now. The positivity and all the greatness, it can roll down or up. But when there's things that happen, things you're uncomfortable with, you don't go to the group page and shout it out and blow the culture of the group. What you do is you reach out, you go up. The bad stuff, and when you're upset, you reach up. You don't reach down.
Sorry, I'm pausing a lot. So going to your Facebook group to vent about what's going on is reaching down. Now, like, you're looking down on your team? Okay. Because that's how I perceive that. Maybe I'm just being negative and not being positive enough. Maybe I just need to switch my mindset.
Because reaching up, that's what we as leaders are here for. We will help guide you. You don't go to social media and post You don't go on a group thing and post. You don't bring down. That's what protects Scentsy's culture.
We can't afford to let them know.
This place really sucks.
Allegedly.
I'm not saying things don't happen and things, you got to just find the positive shift in your mind. Reaching up, that upline is going to help you. You don't bring that stuff down, you bring it up. Positive attitudes go up and down. When you have a problem, it only goes up. If there's one thing you learn from this training, this is it. I know, I'm getting deep into it. So, number 3, recognition and rewards. How does that work with culture? Oh, it does. It does. Because that's part of Scentsy. Bugging the stage at SFR, reaching our goals. We recognize sales goals, paid at title, sponsoring. Demonstrating great leadership. I love to recognize that. Hitting goals, buy promotions, shooting star, sensational star. There is so many things that you can recognize with. Sorry for the dog barking. Live video.
Squirrel. Oh my god, she is so high energy that it's hard to even like listen to what she's saying. Maybe it's just me. Let me know. It's a lot, right? She's like my son. She's taking all of my energy and it's draining to even listen to her. Sorry, I guess I'm just negative Nancy.
So many things that you can recognize them with, and also reward them. But you're thinking, oh, I don't have a lot of money. I can't send happy mail. I can't send rewards. Remember, start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. If there's something you can learn today, is working with what you have. And that is really, really crazy. This is some things that you can do that takes no money. You can go to your voice message. Maybe you're scrolling through social media, and this is creating positive culture, and you see that someone put a really great post. You could just keep scrolling, or you can like it, or you can love it, and you can say something positive. If you don't like what they posted, keep scrolling, especially amongst Scentsy people.
You hear that? Because I'm pretty sure you Scentsy leaders that might be tuning in, putting a big old thumbs down. You didn't keep scrolling. Where's your positive attitude? Keep scrolling. Goodbye. I am petty, y'all. And the petty is turned all the way up today.
Especially amongst your team. But I would tell you this. You can reach out to somebody today when you see a great post. Go to your phone, leave a voice message. Susie, no way. I just saw that beautiful post about the wolf box. I hope you get a lot of sales. You did great, honey. I'm so proud of you. I commented on there, and I wish you the best of success.
There are about 2 people that I will be excited. Well, okay, I'm lying. There are more than 2 people. There are roughly 2 to 4 people that I will be excited about seeing they sent me a voice message on Facebook or Instagram. Otherwise, I'm like, I gotta fucking find my earpod. I gotta figure out who this person is. Like, why are they sending me a voice message? What is going on? Couldn't they just type it so I could read it in silence and not have to have everybody else listen to it? Like, don't do that. And if you are somebody who is reaching out to me on Instagram and talking to me, I'm not talking about you. You're one of the ones that I like to get voice messages from. It's the random ass people like the Scentsy consultants that are basically pushing their agenda and just putting a voice message in, a voice memo to get your attention and be like, hey, I'm here, and act like your friend, but they're really not. Anyway, let's carry on.
Do you know that today, I have, gets me every time. I sent a voice message last week to a girl who was having a really bad day. And she kept listening to that message because it gave her encouragement. It gave her a reason to keep going. She was having a rough day, and you never know when that super amazing, genuine, authentic message that you send.
Was it genuine and authentic?
Survey says...
If it was a genuine, authentic message that you sent, you would not be sitting here preaching to a group of people who are in Scentsy that you did that and getting teary-eyed because you feel so great about yourself. If it was genuine and authentic, you wouldn't have to shout it from the rooftops that you did it. Just like the people who record themselves walking up to people that are homeless and giving them, I know homeless isn't the word, but I can't think of the other word right now, and my brain is just moving too fast. I got a lot to do today. A lot of filming to do today. So forgive me. It's like those people who walk up to those individuals and give them food or give them money and then post the video. That person didn't ask to be posted. If you do something nice for somebody and it's authentic and genuine, you don't have to tell a singular soul about it because you did that. You know you did it. That person knows you did it. And that's all that matters. Okay? End of story.
Make someone's day. Really cool. I am so sorry. My dog is just going crazy. And if you hear that, yeah, that's what it is. He is just crazy. Sorry. Hubby went to go get dinner. Okay, so how can you recognize them? You could do a voice message. You could do a video message. Better yet, listen to this. So I love to record videos and send it. Maybe you don't like to as much. Do a video and be like, girl.
Oh, that's even worse. Again, very few people I would be excited to receive a video from. You know who you are.
You just promoted. I am so proud of you. They see your face. They feel your expressions. A video message costs you nothing. It can take 2 minutes of your time and a lifetime of difference in that person's life. Trust me, do a video message. You can email, you can text, you can do a Facebook group shout out. Why not do all the above? Why not make people feel seen, valued, loved, and heard? So important.
And then go brag about it.
My pup hears them. Yeah, oh my gosh, see? I think he finally stopped. It's a dachshund. They love to bark when the doorbell rings. Yeah. So I really want you to focus on that. That doesn't cost you money for Happy Mail. If you're saying, Wendy, I'd love to do rewards. I don't have the funds to send out Happy Mail every month. That's okay. I don't have the funds to send out mail or samples. Whatever it is. I'm telling you, video message, voice message really makes a difference. Also sharing it on social media. Maybe going up there and saying, these are my top 5 rock stars for the month of March. How cool is that? Tag them. They get to feel special. That, my friends, is Scentsy CULTure. So recognize all the things and reward all the things, but most importantly, the small things that really sometimes get overlooked. Of course, you're going to recognize top sales. Of course, you're going to recognize, but find and dig within your heart to find value, especially to the teamies where you see maybe their numbers have dropped a little bit. You look last month and they had 1,000 PRV and we're halfway through the next month and they not even active. Maybe they need a good voice message from you. I'm sure you can find something that you can share. Makes my heart so happy. Okay, where am I at now? So a positive culture. How about this? What if we summoned, a few of you a day to go and make a positive impact in the Scentsy community? Go to other Scentsy consultants and on that wolf box or whiff box post, comment, like, and say, this one is amazing. I can't believe that we get jammy time as a scent and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, comment, like, leave a positive message. What it does is it helps, it inspires, and it also keeps that algorithm going on social media. That's a great impact. I'm trying to work on that, and I'm trying to tell my teamies we're going to pick 5 a day, and we're going to go and do this. But why not make it your thing to do every single day? Every time you see a post, don't just keep scrolling. Take a minute. Maybe it's one part of your 15 minutes a day is to go through and check on your teamie's accounts and leave a positive note underneath a post. That is Scentsy CULTure. So I would love if you guys take this on and you guys do it. You pick 5 teamies and you just do it. If you only have a teamie of 1, that's okay too. Go and make their life special. Get that post moving. Share the algorithms. Maybe share it on your stories. Do what is right. That is Scentsy CULTure 100%. Yes, imagine the impact. Imagine.
You really think it's that serious?
Now, those other posts out there that people are whining and crying, I hate to tell you, I'm going to scroll right past because, that's not where you share on social media. I'm not saying every day is butterflies and rainbows, but share positive things. Positive things. That's Scentsy CULTure. Great culture is integrity, honesty, and holding up to the core values of Scentsy, quite simply, generosity, authenticity, and simplicity. That is what great culture. Great culture is saying you're going to do something and actually doing it. Don't tell your teams you're going to send out top 10 mail and not. If you can't, go back and apologize and explain why you couldn't do it. But don't just, that's kind of like posting and ghosting, not staying with the post, right? If you're going to tell someone you're going to do something, have the integrity to do it. Say you're going to do a team meeting or gathering at the donut shop next Sunday. Hey, whoever can join, meet me for donuts. We'll just coffee and talk. Well, that's a good thing. But if something happens and you have to cancel, that's okay too. But remember most importantly, if you say you're going to do something, do it. The integrity is what another core value with Scentsy. Your integrity. People join and people buy from who they like and they know.
If you were really holding integrity as one of your core values, then you wouldn't be walking around telling people that you can run your own business by joining Scentsy, because that, my friend, is false and would put you outside of your core value of integrity. Funny how that works.
No one they trust. Do you think in our Scentsy culture, you want to follow somebody who every day on social media, it's the drama that happened and this happened? It's okay to share things. That just can't be your constant feed. You are the face of Scentsy. You are the culture of Scentsy, and you can make a difference every single day. Whew. We want to create this positive, supportive culture. Yes, fostering loyalty and motivation for success for each one of our teamies. Culture is a feeling of a warm hug. That's what culture is. It's a feeling of a safe place. Is this place a safe place? It sure is. Scentsy is this beautiful, beautiful feeling. I'm telling you, it's like SFR every day.
Is it though? Because if you voice a concern, you're accused of being negative. I also want to point out, I will be the first person to admit that I am a fucking crier and it's annoying. But this is a different level. Any emotion I'm feeling, I am going to cry. Happy, sad, mad, excited, all of them. I cry. It's my one reaction to everything, right? It's fucking annoying and I hate it, but there's no way around it.
Why am I like this? I truly sicken myself.
I have never acted in this way where I cry over saying the smallest things, like culture is supposed to be a warm place. What are you trying to prove? I don't get it. I feel like it's definitely an act. That's my opinion, purely my opinion. I could be wrong. Maybe she's just a very emotional person, more so than I am, which, oh my God, I'm sorry for those people that live with her because your girl's emotional.
That's what I think about our beautiful business. Remember, people will never remember what you said, but I'll tell you this much. They're going to remember the way you made them feel. What impact are you going to leave today? Our culture, is always leaving people better than when we started with them. That's good culture. That's a good heart. That's a good person.
What the actual fuck?
Leave everyone feeling, because the words that I'm saying right now may not resonate. You may have to go back and watch again. You may be taking notes, but the way I made you feel safe.
I'm sorry, ma'am. What the fuck would they be taking notes on? What? I don't know what these people are even getting from this at this point. And I know, yeah, I've been pausing a lot. I got a lot to say. But what have they actually taken away from this call that they would even be writing down? This woman cries a lot.
I hope I made you feel loved. I hope I made you feel seen, and I made you feel valued. That, my friends, is Scentsy culture in a nutshell. It really is. Okay, I am going to read right now. Oh, am I taking too long? Sorry, Martha. I got lots to share. This is directly from Chuck Thompson, and I'm going to read. I said, hey, Chuck, I'm doing a training on culture, so I want to know what you see and what the value is of Scentsy culture. This is what he said. Culture cannot be forced. It has to be chosen. Ours is one worth fighting for, where cooperation supersedes competition, where inclusion supersedes exclusion. That right there. I'm sorry, I don't know what just happened. Come as you are. Did you go? We good? That was weird. It was like said I had no connection. Okay, thank you. Okay, where cooperation supersedes competition, where inclusion supersedes exclusion, where you can come as you are and be safe as you work on creating the best version of yourself, right?
This is a contracted sales position, not group therapy. That's all. Carry on.
It's about what you can contribute, not what you get. It's about shining the light in the darkness around you. My friends, Scentsy CULTure is being the lighthouse in the darkness, finding the joy and sometimes things that aren't good. Genuinely, authentically, as a person, our culture is that right there, where we all feel included. Okay, I am going to read a couple of my favorite quotes. Isn't that amazing? Chuck sent that to me, and I'm just so proud of that because...
But it shouldn't be that serious. And when it does get to this point where you're talking about culture so much and how this is going to change your life and all of the things, red flag, this is a commercial cult. Run the other way. Again, my opinion.
I think my favorite thing is where he says, where you can come as you are and be safe as you work on creating the best version of yourself. That, my friends, is Scentsy CULTure. I have grown so much over the past 15 years, and I have learned so much that has culture from the get-go has really, really helped me as well. So here's a few of Wendy's favorite quotes. Your greatness isn't what you have, my friends. Your greatness, especially in culture, is truly what you give. Hence, I love fundraising. Be a light that shines so bright, nothing can dim it. What else? Hold on, two more things. Illuminate the path forward with optimism, resilience, and genuine desire to make a difference in the lives of others around you. That is Scentsy CULTure. My last one I'm going to say is because it's my favorite. If cauliflower can somehow become pizza, you, my friends, can do anything. Oh, I believe in you. I know you've got what it takes. So proud of this group. I love what I've seen so far, but most importantly, remember to be the beacon of light, the beacon of hope, and make people feel seen and valued and loved and heard. That, my loves, is Scentsy CULTure. From my heart to yours. I love you guys, and I hope to see you all at SFR. Martha, I will see you at Summit. Thank you so much for inviting me. I hope you've got something. Reach out and message me if you got any questions. But most importantly, have the best day ever and keep shining that your light. It really is everything in the community of darkness. I love you.
Good Lord Almighty. Now, here's the thing. I just want to make it clear. I don't think this woman is a bad woman. I'm sure she's a great woman. I just have some feelings about the things that she's talking about and the way she is acting while she's talking about these things. This behavior, in my opinion, again, because, legally, it feels like an act. It feels like an act to pull people in to a commercial cult. And it doesn't look good from the people on the outside who are aware of these behaviors, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, which is fine. I'm just here talking shit to a camera. Not even to people, to a camera. Anyway, we have one other training that she did, which actually she caveated. Can I make that? Is that a word? Caveated? Caveated. I have to look it up now to see if it's a word.
How about a little detour?
Caveated. Yeah, I guess it's a word. You can make, yeah, that's a word. Okay, anyway, well, we figured that out. So her next training, she caveated it well because she mentioned how she loves fundraisers. Now, I have voiced my opinion in past videos about MLM fundraisers, how I think they're bullshit and they're just a way for consultants to reach the next level. And those reasons are definitely going to come up during this training, so I'll be sure to point them out. The training we're watching is all about how to fundraise your way to Greece. So Greece is one of the incentive trips they have going on right now. She's going to tell her team, or whatever team she's talking to, she'll probably cry, how to achieve earning the incentive trip by fundraising, which I think is so slimy.
Hello, friends. It is that time. I am so excited. I am ready to share all of my files for the fundraisers for fall 2024. The amazing Canva Queen, Wendy Waring, has helped me and done it once again. These files are beautiful. I'm going to walk you through the fundraisers right now. First of all, let's talk a little bit about fundraising. I haven't done this in a while, so if this is a training, here's a training you can share. Fundraising is quite simple. What you do is you reach out to a school, an organization, a church, a personal fundraiser, dance teams, cheer teams, or music groups at schools, anyone who needs funds. You can actually do a personal fundraiser. I had a lady who had a kid, can't really talk about it, but they needed money for their family to help pay for medical bills. I did a fundraiser for that. I will say that fundraising is always done better when they get to experience it. I have an experience bag that I hand out, and I usually leave a warmer, maybe a diffuser, and a flower at the school or the organization or the dance team. If you have a dance team that would love to do a fundraiser, I would go like on parent night or go to like a competition. Set up the table a little bit. If you want to hand out packets, all of this can be done online, or I'm going to share my packets with you. So, does that sound great? I even created one. I'm so excited for this with our new Furry Friends Warmer for rescues and shelters. I will also do my Chalk Buddy Drive. I don't have a fundraising file for that. I will create that as well. I do a buddy drive every October for the Children's Hospital of Orange County. Yeah, I got a little patient that it is there and very near to my heart. So I love to donate and I love to give back.
That might be true. I'm not going to say it's not true, but there are better ways to donate and give back. Utilizing your donating and giving back to rank up in your MLM is, in my opinion, a very fucking slimy way to do so. Even when we're talking about the individual that she was referring to in the beginning of the video, why not just start a GoFundMe, even just post a Venmo link to help those individuals out? I just feel like those are better options. And I, for one, being somebody who is an advocate against MLMs, I will very quickly turn down contributing to an MLM fundraiser for that reason. I would rather just hand you some cash or send you some money through Venmo or through GoFundMe if you have one of those set up, so that I know you're getting all of that money to go toward the cause that you're raising funds for. I would rather do that. And I know that there are a lot of other people that would rather do that as well. Even when I was like in Pop Warner cheerleading way back in the day, I would have, we used to do the candy bar fundraisers, which were amazing, by the way. Like, those were my favorite fundraisers ever. Always sold out. You would always get people who would be like, I don't want a candy bar, but I'm just going to give you this $5 because I want to help support your cause. And I feel like people are just so much more apt to do that, especially this day and age where we don't know who's scamming people. Like, we don't know if the GoFundMe is legit. We'd rather just give the money straight to the person who we care about, the cause that we care about, so that we know they're getting 100% of the funds and it's not being split up 30, 70 or whatever when you're doing the MLM fundraiser route. It's just total horseshit. And I highly, highly advise against it. Please, if somebody ever approaches you and says, hey, you know what? I can do a fundraiser through my MLM. Let me help you. Just politely say no, please. There's way better. You'll make out so much better by doing something else. Even the fucking candy bar fundraiser. Obviously, it's not going to be $1 a candy bar anymore because inflation. But if you go to Sam's Club, you can get a box of candy and do the math and figure out what you have to sell the candy bars for to make a profit and do it that way. Highly discourage MLM fundraisers. Anyway, let's keep going.
All of my forms, I'm going to tell you right now, are catalog pricing. I don't believe in upping the price. But the coolest thing about these files, I got them on my Google Drive. So I can share them individually if you guys can't get that Google Drive. It's very simple though. You click on the document, it goes to Canva, you edit, drop your QR code. If you want to change the prices, these files are gorgeous. So if you want to change the prices and you want to charge, $20 for the scent circles, do something like that. All of my docs are catalog pricing. I don't change them. You can do whatever you want to.
$20 for a scent circle? If you're not aware of what a scent circle is, I'll put it up on the screen for you to see, but I would compare them to the tree car fresheners that you can get anywhere really. $20 for one of those? Why would anyone charge $20 for a 3-pack of scent circles? And why would anybody pay that much to support a fundraiser? Just give the people your money instead. Give the person who is raising funds, who needs the funds, give them the cash. Give them the $20 instead of giving it to a Scentsy consultant to get a 3-pack of scent circles. What? And they don't even last that long. They're not great.
Also change them for other countries. That's what's cool about them being editable via Canva. Thank you again. What you wearing? You're so special to me to help me put this together. I used to change all the files and all the documents for all the countries and for everybody who wanted it. Now you can edit them in Canva. So let's get started and let me show you my all-time favorite one. If I was going to try to get a scent circle fundraiser, maybe I'd put an image up of a bunch of scent circles and say, who's looking for a fundraiser? Reach out to me. I love to give back. Again, you are giving your profit up. You are giving your commission. All of these are based on 25% commission. But maybe at the end of the fundraiser, you had a little heart in your, a little pitter patter in your heart, and you're like, I want to give more. What I do for organizations, especially rescues, is when I always reach $2,000 in a month, so I know I'm going to get that 5% back, I will donate 30%. So remember, you can take all the free and all the half price items, which is huge. You do a big fundraiser, having the free and half price items are awesome. You can also say, hey, the top seller can get this or that, whatever you can afford to give away. I use sometimes the free and half price stuff, and I maybe tell a kids group they're each top 2 sellers are going to get a buddy, or a school classroom who's trying to donate funds for their science camp or something of that sort. I'll say, oh, if you guys do this much, you guys reach this much in total sales, I'll come in and do a pizza party. And you bring in some pizza and some sodas. How great is that you get to follow up? I will say, sometimes inserting a QR code, if this is not going to be an in-person fundraiser, inserting a QR code, maybe that has your face in a video, you can simply record on your phone and be like, hey, my name is Wendy, and I'm so excited to do this fundraiser for your organization or your school. I am here to donate my profits and make this super simple. All you have to do is tell me which fundraiser works for your organization, and I'm here to help. Thanks again. My name is Wendy. QR code to my website is down below, and here's my number if you'd like to reach out and you have any questions. See, a quick video like that and a QR code, you can save it, save the file, go to whoever makes your QR codes and create a QR code from that. That makes a piece of paper or a link to an organization a little more personable. And then they get to see who's donating. So here they are. Are you ready? Oh my goodness. Scentsy fundraiser. This is a beautiful cover. Oh, she did such a good job creating this. It's clean. It's very aesthetic to the catalog, isn't it? Beautiful. This is what you give to your organization if you're trying to land one. It talks about your thanks for the interest in your Scentsy fundraiser. Here at Scentsy, we know how important it is to give back to your community. In fact, generosity is one of Scentsy's core values. And it goes on and on. It talks about when you host a fundraiser, your organization receives a potential to earn outstanding profits for your group, fundraising support, and materials at no cost to you. The ability to promote unique, safe home fragrances that are different from any other fundraising products. So it goes on and on, but this is what you give to the organization you are trying to land the fundraiser. There's a cover page, I call it my cover, on each fundraiser. I am going to share with you right now my scent circle files. I'm standing in my kitchen. I just did a live launch party here a few minutes ago, so I thought, let's break these files out. It's time. We're ready. I know you guys have been asking, and I'm just so happy you guys are going to do fundraisers. Let's fundraise our way to Greece. Hold on.
You just, relax for a minute.
Oh my God, it's a lot. It's a lot. And have they been asking? I always love when they're, even influencers, when they're like,
I've been getting getting so many messages asking me this.
Please know that if I ever say that I've had a lot of people ask me this question, I am legitimately like, a lot of people have asked me this question. I just would love to see, where's the receipts? How many people were asking you about fundraisers? For real. For real. So she's positioning it that you can only purchase 2 3-packs of scent circles. So Scentsy has a combine and save where if you get 2 3-packs, it's $18 instead of $20 because we know that the individual 3-pack of scent circles is $10. Now, if you sell one of those, you're getting 25% of the $18, which is $4.50. You're getting 25% only if the consultant is a certified consultant, which most consultants are. That is something that I go over in the deep dive, which again is linked below. So you're getting $4.50 for 1 2-pack of scent circles. Like I said, I feel like there's better options. Okay, anyway, let's see.
Hold on. Let me wave my Greek flag. As you guys know, many of you know, I just got back from Greece, and the 2 destinations that we're going to were my very favorite, Santorini and Mykonos. So, squirrel, sorry. The next one could be just a 1-page document, Scent Circle fundraiser, right? It talks about this because there's new prices. For only $18 plus tax, you get 2 Scent Circle 3-packs of your choice in 20 different scents. Make sense? Talks about all the scents that are available. It talks about ways to use the scent circles at the office, closets, diaper pairs. So it gives them a thing. This could be a 1-page fundraiser with your QR code, right? Can be dropped into an email, yada, yada, yada. So that's kind of unique. The next one, this also goes to the organization along with that cover letter. This is how you figure out how much profit. So it says, example, 30 participants are given the task to sell 15 2 Scent Circle 3-packs at the cost of $18 plus tax. The total would be $8,100 in sales. Are you seeing that? So if 30 participants sold 15 of the bundles, when the fundraiser ends as a group, I'll donate my commissions back to you. Always remember to let them know when you get paid, so that way I never make a fundraiser last any longer than 10 days or 2 weeks. You want to get in, you want to get out, but remind them you are paid on the 9th, and that is when you can cut the check or send the Venmo, however you do it. Please make sure and state that. Also say, on a $100 sale, I'm going to give up my profit, 25%. Which is $25 on a $100 sale, and that's before tax and shipping. They need to understand that. Quite simply, so here it is. It says number of packs sold on this side, and on this side, the number of participants. So if 15 kids sold 30, their profit would be $2,025. But for you would be $8,000 in sales.
The money that was actually exchanged was $8,100. They are getting a tiny little piece of that. If this fundraiser didn't exist, if you were just asking for funds for whatever cause you were trying to support, whatever cause these kids are trying to support, you probably could have made way more than $2,000 because all of these people just spent a collective total of over $8,000 and they get $2,000. There's better ways, just saying. But you want to get to Greece. You're excited because you're getting $8,000 in PRV, but you just royally ripped these kids off. Okay, let's be honest.
When I put these when I get all these fundraisers back, and if they do the forms like this and not shop online, but that's easy as well, I make sure I get into $500 groups so I can take as many free and half price items for myself. That's the joy we get.
This is exactly why I fucking hate MLM fundraisers. The agenda is them, not the cause that they're trying to raise funds for. It's never the cause that they're trying to raise funds for. They might say it is and argue that it is and cry that it is, but it's not. It's about them ranking up and hitting their goals for PRV and getting their bonuses, because what she's not telling you also is that if you sell over $2,000 in PRV in 1 month, you get a 5% bonus that month. So you get 30% of what you sold and not 25%. So you're getting that extra 5% and pocketing it.
I did a Scent Circle fundraiser once that was so big that it gave me all of my inventory for the holiday season. It's so amazing.
You're not supposed to hold inventory. That's a perk of the business.
So don't think about, oh my God, I'm giving up my profit. Hey, you're getting PRV for the next incentive. Hey, you're taking the free and the half price. So this proposal letter, along with this beautiful form, goes to the organization. This does not go out to kids or to the group or to the school or to the dance team. What they get is quite simply this Scent Circle description. So if you don't have testers or anything like that, these really describe, our scents so well. And they are blocked by category. So there's a category that tells you. And then it also shows the 3-pack because that's the new change in the scent circles. Scent circle descriptions, beautiful. That would go inside the packet if you're making packets. Here is your gorgeous order form. And it does say right here, number 3-pack order total. It says right there. Boom, boom, $18 plus tax. They're going to get 3 Christmas cottage, 3 eucalyptus leaves, and it's going to be. So here it says the number of the packs ordered. Maybe they're going to order more. That's okay too. But remember, each scent they pick, they're going to get 3 of that. And it does explain that as well. At the bottom, you've got QR codes that you can put to your Zelle or your Venmo, however you want to be paid. Or you could just put the QR code for them to shop your website. And maybe you just take a picture of this, the image, and quite simply, that could be just sent around via email. So, in person or not, these work. The other thing that they get is the Scent Circle fundraiser that explains everything. So this, and this would be in a packet. And I would quite simply do the Scent Circle fundraiser first, the description next, and right here, the beautiful order form. Okay? So that is your first file. You guys excited? Aren't they so pretty? I had a little clip here. I got to keep these all organized. Sorry, guys. Here is your car bar fundraising grid. It says 3 car bars for $17 plus tax. You're selling them in groups of 3. So number at the top, it says number of 3 packs sold. Okay? Same thing. You take the number of participants at the top and the number of 3 packs sold and the number of participants at the side. You do the math. You go like this, and you're going to come down to the exact number they will get if the organization sells that much. So let's say you had an organization's like, we need about $2,000. So I would say 20 participants need to sell, 30 packs of 3. That's how you do the math.
What? 20 people need to sell 30. Those of you with kids, how many times have you taken a fundraiser from school and gotten 30 people to order? Oh, wait. Most families don't have 30 people to order from their fundraiser. What are we doing? The math isn't mathing, ma'am.
Make sense? I hope so. So here's our beautiful car bar fundraiser. Again, with the top 2, you don't want to send this grid. You don't want to send this out to the students, and you don't really even need this. You could send that if you want, but that's really for the coordinator for you to land the fundraiser. And I'm hoping you land a ton. I'm so excited. Okay, new this year, because I'm so excited about this warmer, I hope we have tons, is our Scentsy Furry Friends fundraiser. I shared this Furry Friends fundraiser. I looked at the image of all the dogs around, and I reached out to a golden retriever rescue. A friend of mine has a husky rescue, and you'll see all the dogs on there, but any dog rescue would love to have this. This is a 1-page document. That's all it is.
Actually, I'm sure they wouldn't. They deal with enough bullshit. They don't need your bullshit also. Please refrain from doing that. This is gross. Absolutely disgusting. I'm not saying that raising funds for pets or pet shelters or anything like that is a bad thing. The way they are going about it is wrong, in my opinion, is gross and slimy, in my opinion. If you want to go and help a shelter, go volunteer, go donate funds that you have from all of the Scentsy money you claim to be making. Go do things that are going to immediately, directly impact them in a positive way. Bring dog food, bring cat litter, bring toys for the dogs, bring things like that. Not a pamphlet for a fucking Scentsy fundraiser because you want to earn the trip to Greece.
How selfish can you get?
Give me a fucking break.
It talks about join us in making a difference for the animals in our community. Our local shelters and dog rescues are overwhelmed with the abandoned, lost, and rescued animals that need our help. By supporting the Furry Friends fundraiser, you can help give these animals a second chance at a happy life. Our local animal shelters play a crucial role in providing care and finding homes for the animals in need. However, they heavily rely on the community support. That's where you come in. Anyway, together we can come and make our community a better place for animals in need. Let's give them love, the care that they deserve. And then you could put a QR code. You could put this simply in a sign holder with the warmer, and it could be just that. But also, it does say that they can also shop your entire website. Doesn't just have to be this warmer, but I believe this warmer is what's going to get them. I simply love this so much. I love it, I love it, I love it. So, Furry Friends, for our animals and our friends. I love that they made that warmer. The next one is just a full catalog fundraiser. It has this, and it has some images. You could drop a QR code and be like, hey, shop our catalog, shop my entire website. Here is a full catalog, some images of some of the items that we carry. This could be a fundraising file all within itself. It could be a scanned document, or it could be something that is sent home via email, and people can just shop that. You just got to make sure that you always make sure the organization, the people who are doing it, say what the funds are going to be used for. People love to give and they love to donate. But how cool is it that they get a Scentsy product and know that we are giving up our profit for a great cause? Oh, that's the Scentsy way, guys. Contribute more than you take.
Oh, you're such a great person, because now here you are again bragging because you're giving up your profit to help a cause. Who the is walking around that has ever donated to anybody and said, I gave up my profit, I gave up my paycheck to donate. I'm great. Look at me. That's what I'm all about. Nobody that genuinely is wanting to help people is doing that, okay? Let's check in with reality real quick, ma'am. This is pissing me off, actually. Yep, if you couldn't tell.
Oh, I can tell.
And the last actual fundraiser has this beautiful document. You're like, I know the document's pretty windy. This one, my friends, is called the Fragrance Flower Fundraiser. If you know my heart...
What just happened? What just happened?
I love fragrance flowers. I just love them. So, again, here's our grid for, it says use the grid above to determine how many flowers are sold and the number of participants. Your group will receive $4.50 for each flower sold. So let's say 20 kids, 20 flowers were sold, 20 kids sold. They are going to make $1,800. What? Is that amazing? So again, this grid goes to the organization, but inside here, it shows all three. This could be a fundraiser within itself with your QR code to the party link that you create from your website, right? Go through your workstation, create a party link for Tina's Dance Team fundraiser or West High School fundraiser. You want to create the party. Create a QR code from that party link and put it right here. This could be your Fragrance Flower fundraiser. It shows the Buttercup Belle, the Dainty Daisy, and of course my favorite, the Dahlia Darling. I am a Dahlia freak. And there's beautiful descriptions about all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess there's a lot. We have a lot this time. A lot of flowers. Cozy cardigan. I can't believe cider mills in a flower. I just can't wait. Eucalyptus wreath. So here are all of our fragrance flower descriptions. If you guys find a mistake, please let us know. I've gone over these files and sent them over, and Wendy's gone over them. Both Wendy's have gone over them, but sometimes mistakes happen. Okay, and last but not least, look at your 3 flowers shown, your fragrance flower order form. Don't forget you can drop your QR codes here. You can drop a party link here. This could be a 1-page document as well. You guys excited? Are you guys excited to fundraise? Oh, yeah, I already got 3 of my furry friends fundraisers ready to go. I'm going to do my horse rescue that I do every single season. I love to give back. So last but not least, the very last file, and I've got 8 fundraising files on a Canva doc, that you can click and edit in Canva. If you wanted to do this, I would click each one, save it in Canva. Click each item, save it in Canva. Then you can go back, and whenever you need to print it or you need to update it and change it with your information, it's right there in your Canva account. Use the free Canva account. So my other favorite thing that I do is fragrance flower parties. That's a training. You have to look back on my YouTube channel. Previous, I've got like over 90 videos, I think, on here now. But the fragrance flower party has completely changed my business. Every time I get free and half price stuff, I take a flower. Why? Because they're small, they're simple, they're easy to gift. So your flower party would be a flower, okay? So make sure you always take these at free and half price. Stock up on some of the scents right now, because now there are 3 for what, $43.20 or something like that. Really great price to buy 3 flowers, but get scents that will be in the next catalog. So if you want to do a flower party.
They're diffusers. The flowers are diffusers, and you could get them for way less expensive if you go to Walmart, Target, Amazon, okay? Etsy even.
Flower parties are very simple. I don't have the instructions on this one. Wait, hold on. Nope, I don't have it. But there are flower parties. So here it is. Sorry, my light ring. Okay, fragrance flower party. It looks beautiful just like this. You see my light ring? And that is something you could set up at a school, at your nail salon, at your hair salon, where you get your massages. These flowers always turn into a teamie for me. I simply have testers. You've seen me. I also make up the oils. I buy one of each flower and put little drops in and label them. I will share that file as well if you guys want them. I haven't done the new labels yet, but this fragrance flower, they just simply scan and shop. Now this might be a little big, so I did create a smaller one, and I can share this with you as well. So to me, this is nice and small. Some people like big, some people like small, and it shows the fragrance flower party. Remember, your QR code, or if someone's hosting it, you would do a shopping link, create the link for them. You know, Mary's going to host the party at the nail salon. She's going to take the prize. And you would create it in your workstation, create a QR code from that party link, and put it right here. People can just scan and shop. If you don't have the oils, testers work. Put the testers in a little bucket or a little basket or a baggie. Start where you are. Use what you have and do what you can in this business. We're never telling you to spend your family money on Scentsy. On the back, there's instructions this time. So it's also in the other file. I just didn't print that. And it talks about the ordering instructions. So it says, scan the QR code. Scroll the menus to specials. Select bundle and save. Pick 3 flowers for $48. Obviously, this is next. And it talks about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 cents. Oh my goodness gracious, flowers are life. So this is a simple flower party for you to earn PRV, for you to get new teamies. Once they come back to you and they say, oh my gosh, I've got $400 worth of flower orders. That's when you say, why don't I give you the party? And you can continue to sell here at the nail salon or the hair salon or the dry cleaners. I've got a flower party at my dry cleaners. You know, they smell. Anyway, from my heart to yours, thank you again, Wendy Waring, for those gorgeous Canva files, putting it on one paper so it's so much easier for me. I hope you fundraise for life. You fundraise your way to Greece, and let's get some big PRV. Remember, give that PRV, give that commission away, take that PRV for the next incentive, and most importantly, You get all the free and all the half-price items. It's a win-win, my friends. It's a win-win. Some people, because we give up 25% profit and maybe they make 30 on it because they hit their 2,000 in the month, they will take that extra 5% and maybe they need to make envelopes and they need to use that money for materials. There you go. Last thing I'm going to say, don't forget to let them know when it starts, when it ends, and most importantly, let them know when you get paid so they know when to expect the funds going back to their organization. I love you guys. Enjoy these beautiful files and have the best Friday ever. I love you.
Oh my God, the I love you. Like, I wonder if she has a switch. Like, as soon as she hits stop, her whole mood changes. Her whole, like, everything changes. Anyway, that was gross. I hate MLM fundraisers. Do not do an MLM fundraiser. Highly advise against it because, like we saw, there's always an agenda. Give them the commissions, but you have the PRV to rank up and to earn your trip, and you have the extra 5%, and now you have free and half-priced items. Stock up. There's an agenda, and the agenda is not to help the cause. All right? Okay. Just wanted to be clear on that. It's time for our palate cleanser. TikTok hates your bullshit. This one was sent to me by a viewer. I have been getting more and more of them now that I kind of put it out there that, hey, send me some TikTok hates your bullshit, something to react to. If you want to send a TikTok hates your bullshit, it can be on Reels, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, wherever. If you want to send it to me through either Instagram is where I'm most active. That is linked in the description, as well as my email. You can always send it to those two places. Those are the two places that I check the most. But anyway, we're going to watch this one. Thank you to the individual that sent it my way. Here we go.
I heard you want to start your own business. Being mama is hard work, but being girl boss, easy. Your career won't wake up in the morning and tell you, I'm out. A man will. Girl boss! Have you ever considered selling skincare routine? Jutes cleanse. Leggings? Would you consider? It's competitive. You can make 8 figures in your first month. If you're dedicated, think about it. I only want the strongest, the most powerful. Girl queens! You could be your own boss, and you could be a rock star. Would I lie to you? There's so much money to be made. Asking, hey, how do I make money? How do I make money? How do I make money? You make the money. Be your own boss. I'm looking for a couple girls to join my team. Girl boss. Business women. You. Let's catch up. Let's get coffee. Over Zoom. I don't know.
The fucking cat. Oh my God. So good. I'm going to link his account in the description below. I believe he's a comedian, if I'm not wrong. But anyway, something else I wanted to touch on really quick. I have been, here we go. If you ever hear me saying this, it's true. I've been getting a lot of people saying that they thought they were subscribed and they weren't, or YouTube unsubscribed them. That's a fun thing that YouTube likes to do. Or they haven't been getting notifications and they used to get notifications. Also a fun thing YouTube likes to do. So if you're watching my content and you do like it, I would greatly appreciate it if you could make sure you're subscribed. That does help my content get out and reach more people. And also, if you do want to get notifications, just go to the subscribe button and there should be a drop down where you can make sure that you have all alerts on. Sometimes you do have it on and for whatever reason YouTube doesn't like to tell you that I posted a video, which is so fun. But I appreciate all of you who have been letting me know that. It reminds me to let you know to subscribe. And with that, thanks for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the next one.